Oh, frick. I do this every time, bro. What the frick is this, bro? Hold on. Okay. And I got lip all over my shirt. Oh, I'm about to crash out. All right, hold on. Let's try this again, bro. Why the frick that? Never mind. Let's try this again. All right, hold on. Let's pretend it's never happened. Yo, what's goody? We back at it, young boy. You feel me? We back at it like a we live, baby, we live. We good with y'all young boys and girls and boys. Been a couple of days, man, but you know what I'm saying? We getting a little busy out, you know what I'm saying? You know how we get beer and mud, you feel me? You feel me? We back at it again, twin. I know how we get, bro. I told y'all, consistent dabbing in the building, yo. Consistent dabbing in the building, chat. Consistent dabbing in the building, yo. Hey, look, y'all say, y'all boys and girls say cheese, though, man. Dang, my camera messed up, but whatever. Y'all say cheese, man. What the sound gonna be? If there is gonna be a sound. Let me. Yeah, I don't want to add no sad Naruto sound. Perfect. Hold on, give me a second. All right, yo guys have been posted in the Shotman. Now let's get busy. All right, so we haven't played Doki in a little bit. Now, for those who don't know, who wasn't tuned in, we freaking killed Sayori pretty much. And what I mean by that is pretty much so. For those who don't know, this game is not a dating simulator. This game is not a dating simulator at freaking all. I did not know this was the game that I did. I didn't listen. The only part I've watched was when Corey played it, and he played like one bit of it. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? He played like one bit of it. He played like one. What the frick? Oh, and he played like one bit of it, right? He played one bit of it, and it was just like, oh, like he was just a little dating sim, you know what I'm saying? He was talking to Yuri, you know, just risen, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? You know how, like, he said.
Y'all could say I got W Riz.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he was doing, you feel me? So that's what I'm thinking it is, right? And then, you know, of course, I'm seeing people saying, like, oh, and I saw Markiplier play a little bit of it because Corey never finished it. But again, I never saw the weird parts that people keep talking about. And then Wesley, you know, y'all know Wesley, but the dude be in my chat. He was like, yo, you know what happens in this game? I'm like, no, why? He was like, oh, that explains it. So I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then we freaking play it, and we going through the game. All of a sudden, Sayori herself. I'm like, what the freak? Like, yo, it was the last Doki Doki Literary stream. It was, and by the way, the stream was like, y'all can say I got W Riz or something like that. I was quoting that, funny enough. If y'all want to go watch it, you know what I'm saying, before I make a video on it, that's where everything happened. So now, and apparently I was talking to a dude I work with. He tells me it gets worse. He says it gets worse. Because he said that his ex-girlfriend used to make him watch it, her play it. He tells me it gets worse. He didn't tell me what, but he just says it gets worse. So I guess we got to be more expecting whatever the frick to happen. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it, bro. I don't want to do too much more talking. I'm nervous like freak. I'm gonna keep it a stack because I don't know what the frick is gonna go down now. Hold on, let me. Oh, it got the audio going. Okay. I don't know what the frick is going down now. So, yeah. I guess we finna have to find out. Where's my freaking... Hold on. If I plug this in, is this going... This might mess... Hold on. Let me see something. Okay, I thought so. Alright, so y'all can hear. I gotta plug in my freaking capture card thing. The Elgato... I always forget what this thing is called. I don't remember, bro. What the frick? What is this thing called again? Elgato something. I don't know. Alright, y'all can hear it now. So, like I was saying, bro, now we gotta go in with the mindset of expecting something wild to happen. So, yeah, as y'all can see, Sayori's not on the screen no longer. Right? And for some reason, she glitched into Monica. And I don't know why I feel like that just means something's finna go down with Monica. And I don't like that. So I don't know what the frick is finna go down. I don't know what the frick is finna happen. But I guess we finna find out, bro. Like I said, bro told me that some weird stuff finna happen. So also, by the way, if it started off a little weird, because I had pretty much did the, you know how it's supposed to be like a bunch of jumbled letters? I did a new game, like clicking on it to see what would happen, thinking it was the full end, and I found out it wasn't. So yeah, let's see. Let's just go ahead and get into it, bro, because I don't know what the frick is finna go down. It's ordinary day. Am I gonna have to reread all this? I probably am, but let's see. One of you always been surrounded by couples of friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. He said he always walked to school alone, bro. It's already, the story's already changed, because that's not how it was in the beginning. He was walking with Sayori. Now it's saying that he used to walk by himself. But I always tell myself it's about time I'd meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That was the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Bro, this is already messing my head up, bro. I pack my things, I step blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start the anime club. Davin? That's supposed to be Sayori, bro. That's not Monica. Monica? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah. Yeah. It has. Bro, oh my gosh. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other well. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having a smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in there? Or markers? I guess you can check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Yeah, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Haha. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Bruh, it's 4 usually! Because it's Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and her. Bro. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say See? Hey, Davin, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I'm trying to get into it. I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Easily. Frick no. Get the frick out of here. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ha, awesome. You're really sweet, Davin. You know that? I mean... you know what I'm saying, bro?
Y'all could say I got...
You know what I mean? Hey, they do call me a ladies man. You feel me? They do call me a ladies man. You know what I mean? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. What the freak? Hold on, wait. She was not talking like this before, bro. Hold on now. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica, her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. What the frick was that? Huh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. And Natsuki, of course, being herself. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Davin. All words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Monica's usually the vice president. Yo. We not even 10 minutes into the game, bro. This is frying me, yo. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Davin in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Davin? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Joey walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Especially the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't like reading, and this is my Bible, so not really. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Davin, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that like that. Or answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Here she go. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacoat with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I got some eye. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Dang. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. Yo, okay. I want to say something real quick. I saw a video, right, of like seeing what was going on about this game. And the comment I've noticed, it said something very important. It said, notice how the two girls look off to the side and Monica is literally just staring at you the entire time. And as I'm playing this, be aware of that. Monica, they looking to the side. Monica is literally staring in my freaking eyes, like, as we doing this. How about this? See, look, even they kind of tilted. Like, even now when they looking at you, she's staring dead at us. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Davin? Hold on. There's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All through good. Look, bro, why is she staring me dead in the face? Like, dang, I get eye contact, but this is too much. All through girls step back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, huh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Davin. The thing is, we don't have enough memberships to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay. I've decided then. Frick no. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness. Really? Do you really mean that, Davin? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super ticked. Davin, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Everything, huh? Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Davin, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Jared cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You ever like to I mean, yes. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up till I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. You can only assume that I say room because it says RO. What? I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone... What? What does this mean? I'd rather blow my cover and... I'd rather blow my cover till I get sent to the emergency room? What? Okay, I guess we gotta write this poem for it. Hey, y'all know we going for Yuri again, right? Y'all know. Hey, bro, listen, I'm gonna keep shooting that mug. I don't give a damn. Y'all know what's going on, bro. Y'all know what it is with me, bro. We gonna keep logging in. Frick. Dang it. I every time I almost went off with that perfect poem. Gosh dang it. Every time, bro. Dang it. Okay. Boom. What the frick does Doki Doki mean? I don't know what that means. Intuition. Alright, so obviously we got that poem for Yuri. They ain't no... We got a few for Natsuki, but overall. Hi again, Davin. I'm really not trusting this girl at all, bro. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I don't trust this girl at all. And the fact that you can kind of see it look like it's replacing Sayori in the beginning with Monica is like... It's kind of frying me, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of frying me. Glad to see you didn't run away on this. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, back at the literature club, I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for. Yo, nah, fam. Okay, they playing with me now. All right, guys, let's calm down. Let's calm down. All right, we should start expecting this moving forward. Okay, let's just calm down. Let's just relax. Okay, let's chill. You chill? I'm chill too. All right, let's get it. Thanks for keeping your promise, Davin. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Does the music sound different? I'm not tripping. I might be bugging. Anyway, making you dive headfirst to literature when you're not accustomed to it. Yo, okay, now they playing. All right, I said to expect it. What the frick was that? Let's get the frick out of here. No. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. Bro, this music is throwing me off. I'm like sweating a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This music kind of frying me a little bit. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. No. Yo, Monica, I can't see you cover. Monica, I can't see the thing. What the frick are you doing? Natsuki found herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plows back into her seat. I'm sorry, Dad. Yo, and is Yuri mad close? Bro, okay, I might just be tripping. Never mind. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So no one's invited me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, if vice president and all, then I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I didn't want to set her in. Okay, so she was mad close. I'm not tripping, because as soon as I skipped it, she backed up, or the screen backed up. And everyone set it in. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks the same book that she lent to me. More than that, it seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks in to glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. Excuse me. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I saw this bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah. I see. It's fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. The facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler, but anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Davin? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mom seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless. That was not there last time. That was not that, bro. Okay. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? Yo, hold on. I need a minute, bro. Cause that just shook me bad. I'm not gonna lie. That just shook me bad, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, that just shook me so bad. I ain't even gonna count to you, bro. That just shook me so bad. Hold on. So wait. Is it going to? No, it don't. I know I'm not talking, y'all, because I'm... Okay. What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I stepped into the seat next to yours. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closed her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. But I thought it was finna... No, hold on, let me make sure. Yuri takes her left arm, holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb. After it flips to her side, but in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with it. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. Thought you meant something else about it. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Haha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Davin? Did something happen just now? Hold on, wait a second. I don't remember her running out the classroom last time. I don't recall her running out the classroom last time. Huh? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Why is her eyes closed like that? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I would make sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does it sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why do we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. What? Yuri was just... What just happened? Alright, I guess we'll do Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Davin, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. It's just the same poem, so I don't gotta reread that. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hi, Davin. Having a good time so far? No, I'm not. I'm freaking sick. I'm worried right now. I'm over here sweating that jump, bro. I'm nervous as frick, bro. Cause random things keep. I got freaking mini jump scared, bro. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright? And keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanted to share what your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Davin. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Davin. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. Bruh, listen, bro. The last time she said something crazy like this, when Sayori was just, you left Sayori hanging, you know what the frick happened. So why I got a feeling this was about to go down, bro? Like I said, I don't trust none no more. Something telling me that we finna go out this freaking hallway or something, and Yuri just, I don't know, bro. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally giving up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's 2 references, bro. That's why she gets so happy while you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indoors like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for a long time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose you should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poets have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really wonderful. It can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, now I'm showing my poem to Yuri. That's strange. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant your treads off, unable to find an excuse. Trace her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once you find the train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Hold on, real quick, bro. I just thought about something. Wait a second. Real quick, y'all. Hold on. I need to wish my sister happy birthday. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. Matter of fact, y'all can join me. Hold on. Let me turn this on. Y'all be calling my sister. Happy birthday, Lexer! Happy birthday to you, yeah. Okay, well listen, I'm streaming, so that's a different ball game right now. Number one, and two, who's the first sibling to tell you happy birthday? You. Exactly, yeah, sucker. Foot roll with him, bro. Yeah, you know what it is, but you know stay like that. Y'all say happy birthday to my sister in the chat. My sister's birthday, y'all. She turning big 30s. No, I'm just playing. She turning big 30, y'all. No, I'm just playing. She pushing it though. She not turning 30, but she pushing it though. Anything you want to say to the chat?
27 is not old.
It's not. You want to say anything to the chat? You want to say something to the chat? Huh?
27 is not old. I can tell you that.
I'm joking. You know I'm joking. I said, what you want to say to the chat?
Hmm?
I said, what you want to say to the chat?
I want to say, I'm ready to come home.
Yeah, she at work right now, but and I'm gonna let you get into it. I'm gonna let you get to it. Though. I'm gonna talk to you later, all right?
Tell them it'd be nice if they could pay my rent this month.
All right, bro. See, you ain't finna. None of my viewers finna be pimping you out, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I'll catch you later, though, all right?
And if they have a nice, good-looking man with a career,
bro, get the fuck on, bro.
he's in my age range. Hit me up.
Man, get the fuck on, bro. I'll talk to you later, all right?
And he's a God-fearing man.
Man, listen, this ain't no dating simulator, bro. This is a freaking stream, bro. Matter of fact, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna talk more to you, but I just came up with an idea. I'm gonna talk more to you about it later, though. Okay.
Okay, I'll remind you if you forget.
All right, I'll talk to you later. I love you.
I love you too.
All right, peace. Hey man, W sister in the chat, please, big bro. Yeah, my little sister, not my little sister. It's my big sister, even though she's shorter than me, so she technically on paper, so physically she's my little sister. All right, man, let's get back to it. I just had to, I had to do that because that's more important. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologize to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, I already read this. I'm sorry. See, and this is what I was talking about. We talked about this before, but bro, like, she didn't ever think about elegantly talking about I have terrible handwriting. Man, get the fuck out of here. What? I was thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read, because like I can't read cursive. Ah. Well, just don't read script very often. I actually think your hairline is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in a ghost, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Davin. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Davin. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. I was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. My eyes on her Uranowski. They usually exchange sheets of papers, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Naski's eyebrows fear and frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Naski dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't have to come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. That makes no sense what she just said. Monica liked it, and Davin did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Davin liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nazi suddenly stands up. Oh. I don't like why this music got quiet. I don't like that. I guess we're gonna have to watch, bless you. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Okay. I got nervous for a second. Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Davin appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose blues majesty grew in size bigger as soon as Davin started this, even though I read this the first time this started. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking. You want to be Whoa! This was not... I'm not even reading this no more. I'm just... What the frick is happening? It just... Yuri. What is happening? What the freak is happening right now? This was not like this. It's talking about Yuri Cunner or something. What? Hey, Davin, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Bro. Bro. What the freak is going on? This is nowhere near what I thought this was a dating simulator. Bro. What the freak was when it kept making me pick between Yuri and Natsuki, and it kept zooming in, and it was talking about how she's being edgy, how she's cutting all this crazy stuff, saying she only trying to put her on pressure. This was not how they was arguing in the other. And oh my gosh, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, they're really sitting there trying to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done. Oh no. This finna end up so bad. I already know it, bro. Somebody finna end up on the ground when we go back in there. I already know it, bro. I already know it, son. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Huh? Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time. Excuse me? What the frick? Hold on, wait. What you just? Did Shorty just? Hold on, wait a second. Did Shorty really just set me up for that? Like she's trying to have me for herself. Like what's going on? Oh, well, she up out of there. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Davin, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Yep. You already know what's gonna happen. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around. You don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Davin. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm having a slight dilemma right now. And why I say that is because I don't know if I want to keep playing. And it's not because, like, we gonna finish the game, hopefully. But I'm saying, do I want to stop that right here, or do I want to keep it going? I don't know if I want to keep going or not. I don't know if I want to keep going or not, bro. Because it's 12:46. And I had been streaming for about an hour. And y'all know I don't like to make my streams too long. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, bro. I don't know what the frick I done got myself into, bro. I what the frick? Why did I play this? No, I know why I played it. Because I thought it was a data simulator. But now I'm too into it now. I can't back out of this, no. I can't. I can't back out of it now. Like, there's no way. I can't. I can't, bro. Like, I legit can't. I can't back out of it now, bro. I legit can't back out of it now, bro. But, anyways, y'all. That's it for tonight. Like I said, it's 12:48 right now. I ain't trying to be streaming too long. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I'm going, like be dozing off in the middle of it. Or like I'm going to get to a point where I just don't want to do it no more. I'm forcing myself, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right here, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button if you're on YouTube. And subscribe if you're new. Be sure to hit that follow button on Twitch. We're trying to hit 300 on YouTube. And we're trying to hit 30 on the Twitch. I love y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. We will be back on tomorrow. Or today, I guess. Because, whatever. We will. Lord willing, I'm praying and hoping that we can be back on. Because let's just say November going to be a little bit of a different month. Do what you want with that information. Do what you want with that information, you feel me? But November going to be a bit of a different month in terms of streaming. If you want to depend, like I said, do what you want with that information. You know what I'm saying? But that's it for now, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay away from all the stress. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Deuces. Ooses. Let me mute my mic. My bad, y'all.